Well, it's a beautiful day for football. No complaints whatsoever on that front here at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner here on the gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham player Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Manchester United up against Bayern Munich.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Fred, number 18, Bruno Fernandes, number 7, Cristiano.
The lineup for Manchester United. David De Gea between the posts. Victor Lindelöf plays alongside Rafael Varane in central defence. Fred starts alongside Scott McTominay in midfield. And leading the attack today is Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's the initial 11 for Bayern. Manuel Neuer begins in goal. Niklas Süle starts alongside Lucas Hernandez in central defence. Kingsley Coman plays with Serge Gnabry on the flanks. And leading the attack today is Robert Lewandowski.
Thank you for attending the Theatre of Dreams. Enjoy the match.
And so the battle commences. Ronaldo. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Good-looking sequence. McTominay. Back with Sancho. Able to get a body in the way. Lewandowski. And Bayern could get in behind the defence here. Giving them a different option by moving in field. Well, the attack finally comes to nothing, and the keeper has it. Bruno Fernandes. It's with Alex Telles. Bruno Fernandes has it. It's a fine United move in the making. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he strayed offside just as it looked promising. Lewandowski. And a chance for Bayern to use width to good effect. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Well, if there's one man who can be a match winner, then surely it's Jadon Sancho. Stuart, what do you think we might see from him in this game?
I would describe him as majestic when he's playing at his best. He glides past defenders. He's got that ability to run with the ball into open space. He can pick out a pass. He can wriggle outside.
The chance is on, Stuart. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. But the keeper should do better at his near post. That's gone in far too easily. That's not good goalkeeping.
Well, Bayern restart the game. A wake-up call for them, perhaps. Lucas Hernandez. Alphonso Davies. Lewandowski. It is a decent-looking attack here. Coman. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Lewandowski. And Bayern moving the ball with purpose. And back with Lewandowski. Great block. Bruno Fernandes. Fred with it. Bruno Fernandes has it. Fred. Lindelöf now. Fred with it. Here's Ronaldo. In position here to protect the ball. Leon Goretzka. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Goretzka. Kimmich. This is Müller. Serge Gnabry. Crossing opportunity. Müller. And possession given away. Scott McTominay. Ronaldo. In position. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and the finish is clinical. Hitting it cleanly beyond the keeper, that's a good goal.
Well, a second goal for them here. Zule. Lewandowski. Didn't quite go to plan. Diogo Dalot. Lindelöf now. Fred. Lindelöf. Fred. Space and time for the cross. And they took a touch on the way through, so a corner here. Can someone get on the end of this? And an effective clearance. Alex Telles. Could play it in. Giving the ball away. Joshua Kimmich. This is Müller. Coman. Goretzka. Gnabry. And back with Lewandowski. Kimmich. In it goes! To alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, here we can see it again, and he does so well to skip beyond the defender. It just buys him that bit of time to get his shot away. That's a really nice goal.
Well, back underway here, and Bayern are giving this a real go. Alex Telles has it. Fred. It's with McTominay. Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Thomas Müller. Lewandowski now. Gnabry. Here's Goretzka. Oh, dearie me. We know he's capable of much better from that position. Bayern pushing forward with options available. And a chance to whip it in here. Lewandowski. Oh, really commanding goalkeeping. And he's fired over the corner. Found wanting a bit with that delivery. And here's Joshua Kimmich. Under pressure, can he do it? And still danger here. Oh, a vital piece of last-ditch defending. Now can they counter clinically? Ronaldo. Strong but fair tackle. Goretzka. Thomas Müller. It's with Kingsley Coman. At times they make passing look easy. Corner opportunity for Bayern. And played in by Kimmich. Relatively straightforward to mop up defensively. An awful lot of green space to run into. Bruno Fernandes. Here is Fred. Diogo Dalot. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Serge Gnabry. Now with Kimmich. Leon Goretzka. This is Coman. He's given us away. Rafael Varane. Bruno Fernandes has it. Intelligent threaded pass here. Maximum commitment, and he's given away the corner. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, threat over for now. Crucial interception amid impending danger. Diogo Dalot. Sancho now. Could cross it in here. Pulls it back. McTominay. It's still there for him. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Müller. Serge Gnabry. Gnabry. Oh, timed his challenge magnificently. Bruno Fernandes. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Ronaldo. A very effective challenge put in. Lewandowski. This is Coman. Goretzka. Zule. Lewandowski. Lewandowski now. This could square the game. He knew he had to make the tackle and did. Sancho. This is Varane. Bruno Fernandes. And unable to keep possession. Leon Goretzka. This is Müller. What can they do from here? And return to Müller. And a poor ball. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Serge Gnabry. And there to intervene. This attack looks highly promising. Corner to United as they look to extend their lead. And over it comes. And he clears the danger. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Alphonso Davies. Goretzka. And Bayern finding space on the flank. Müller. Here's Goretzka. And still trying to get the shot off. An alert piece of defending. Cristiano Ronaldo. Decent position this for United to find themselves in. A chance to whip it in. Well, not every keeper would have been that brave.
Well, he read it brilliantly, didn't he? Top stuff from the keeper.
Oh, the referee points to the spot. Penalty. Well, some might say he's been fortunate to avoid being shown the card.
Well, I like that from the referee. Just because it's a penalty doesn't mean it's a yellow card. I think he's got it right.
A chance to extend their lead. And slotted home. Well, his heart might have been fluttering, but he didn't show it. A goal from the spot.
Well, here it is again, and what a penalty that is. Right into that top corner, certainly no stopping that.
So they get the ball moving again. 3-1 the scoreline here. What's going to happen next? Joshua Kimmich. And beating the defender. Kimmich. Cross-fired over. Danger averted. Müller. He's in control of the situation. Corner for Bayern then. And this again, the goal that was scored from the spot. The corner from Kimmich. It hasn't come to very much. Breaking at pace. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? The outcome is a goal kick here. Well, we're focusing on Cristiano Ronaldo for a reason, Stuart. Fair to say, he's been at his brilliant best.
Well, you won't see too many better performances than this. He's been an absolute menace to these defenders today. And, of course, he's taken his goals really well.
Leon Goretzka. This is Müller. What's he going to do here? Müller. And a tidy challenge. Inching towards the interval, and it's going with home advantage. Stuart, as always, very keen to get your take.
Well, they've played some really good football up to now. In particular, the way they've got it into their front players has been excellent. I've also liked the movement of the strikers. They just now need to take this forward into the second half.
Serge Gnabry. Joshua Kimmich. This is Müller. Gnabry. Giving it a try. And diving to thwart him. Played over. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. Müller. Chance to reduce the arrears. It's got to be. There it is, and he could scarcely have had an easier finish.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a simple finish in the end. But where was the defending? That's just not good enough.
Goal for Bayern
And the
Munich.
ball is moving again. 3-2.
Kingsley Coman.
Given away by Manchester United. Coman. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Goretzka. And back with Coman. An incisive pass. Well, there it is. Real resilience for you, having been 2 goals down.
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect. But should the keeper be beaten at his near post? I don't think so. He really needs to do better in those situations.
And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Fred. Bruno Fernandes has it. Here is Fred. Lindelöf now. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Ronaldo. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Serge Gnabry. Pavard with it. Niklas Süle. And that will do it for the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams. Well, it was a magical first-half performance from Cristiano Ronaldo. No doubt about that, Stuart.
Well, he was excellent in that first half. He almost ran the game at times with his passing ability. Unless he...
The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Diogo Dalot. Fred with it. Under pressure. Doesn't seem to be bothering him. Options in the middle. Joshua Kimmich. Goretzka. Now Coman. Lewandowski. Bayern have given us away. Scott McTominay. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Thomas Müller. Gnabry with it. Goretzka. Lewandowski. Coman. A wonderful intervention. Gnabry. He might yet finish. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Plays it back. Lewandowski. Good physical play. Can he put them ahead? Really important tackle. Fred. Bruno Fernandes has it. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. Can they forge ahead? He succeeds in clearing it. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Thomas Müller. Kimmich. Now with Lewandowski. Coman. Well, it was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And return to Ronaldo. And he read it well, intercepting it. Serge Gnabry. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. And space to cross it. Takes aim! Oh, excellent diving stop. And played in by Kimmich. Well, no problems defensively. Outfoxing the defender. That's part of his game, holding the ball up and waiting for teammates to arrive on the scene. And let's see what Bayern can do with this corner kick situation. And played in by Kimmich. Thumped clear. This looks interesting. Cuts it back. Coman! Oh, there it is! Incredible! How about this for guts and courage? Can they see this out now?
Well, here we can see it again. He's shown outstanding vision to find the perfect cutback, and the finish is really good. Low and hard beyond the goalkeeper. It's a lovely goal all round.
And Bayern will change personnel now. So they're playing once more. Can Manchester United elicit a response?
Substitution for the visitors.
And he takes it away.
Number 11, Kingsley Coleman, to be replaced by number 10, Leroy Sané.
Kimmich. This is Müller. Goretzka. Patient build-up at the moment. Defended well. Bruno Fernandes. Scott McTominay. It's a fine United move in the making. Happy to take on the shot. And not quite accurate enough, Stuart.
Well, I think he should do better there, but at least they're now knocking at the door.
Kimmich. Serge Gnabry. This is Robert Lewandowski. What's he going to do here? Müller. And using his strength to shield the ball. And a very good challenge. It's a neat move. Oh, in with a chance. McTominay. A very effective challenge put in. Well, we're into the final half hour. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Lewandowski shielding the ball superbly. Crisp tackling. Sancho. Bruno Fernandes. It's with McTominay. And back with Fred. And space for the cross. Cuts it back. And Ronaldo prepared to fire. No-nonsense clearance. Serge Gnabry. Lewandowski. And holding the ball up in a decent position. A fine block. Hold-up play, a big part of Müller. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, there to intercept. He's protecting it well. Tremendously strong in the tackle. And here is Thomas Müller. Will he? Gnabry. Here's Goretzka. He's blocked it. Just the clearance that was called for. Sané. Kimmich. And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, here's the replay, and in many ways it doesn't do justice to how patient they were in the build-up. Just so composed, waiting for the right moment. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
Here's a change for Manchester United. Neither side shy about shooting in this match.
Substitution for Manchester United. Coming off the pitch.
Well, no stopping him.
Bruno Fernandes.
And credit is due for that good piece of defending.
Well, those stats tell you everything. Bayern have enjoyed the majority of possession, and that's been because of their ability to win the ball back so quickly. Their pressing has been excellent, and they just haven't stopped working. It's been a fantastic performance up to now.
Lewandowski. Well, a good tackle. A really effective shielding under pressure. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Lewandowski. Sané has it. Kimmich. Now with Lewandowski. Oh, they have it again. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Top-class defending. More than decent, this, from United. Maximum commitment, and he's given away the corner.
Well, could this be the turning point? The fans are certainly hoping so.
Played over. Well, threat averted. In position here to protect the ball. Alphonso Davies. Goalkeeper has it. Zule, given away by Bayern Munich. Alex Telles. On to Ronaldo. Corner awarded to Manchester United. And over it comes. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Alex Telles. Under pressure. Doesn't seem to be bothering him. Scott McTominay. Ronaldo. A very effective challenge put in. Could be a chance to break here. Spraying passes around, almost waiting for the opposition to make a mistake. Sancho. Can he get one back? He can! He's given his team a real opportunity, and momentum is with them.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
Well, I must say I'd have to go back quite a few years to remember the last time I covered a game with a scoreline of 5-4. Müller. Now with Zule. Pavard. Effective looking pass. And Bayern moving the ball with purpose. And back with Sané. Lewandowski. And a goal to seal the hat-trick! A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, let's look at the replay. They moved the ball so well, just waiting for an opening, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
Goal for Bayern Munich, number 6.
We're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Cristiano Ronaldo. Sancho now, electing to cross into the centre. Something to worry about here. Oh, should have done so much better from there. Hernandez. Manuel Neuer. Niklas Süle. Well, they're quite content to knock it around inside their own half. Well, not too far away from the final whistle, and Bayern utterly dominant, Stuart.
Well, they've been much the better side up to now. Some of their approach play has been excellent. They just need to control possession for these final few minutes to cap off a really good display.
Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. It's a substitution for Bayern.
Coming onto the pitch, number 13, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting.
Lucas Hernandez. Choupo-Moting. Serge Gnabry. Pavard. He's very adept at protecting the ball. Leroy Sané. This looks promising. And it's shielded by Sané as he... Can he finish? Just missing narrowly on the volley.
Well, it's a fantastic effort. Difficult technique, but he caught it so well. He's unfortunate.
Diogo Dalot. It's with McTominay. Tevez. Oh, there it is! A lifeline in this game, and what a finale we could be in for here!
Well, here's the replay, and it's a really good bit of play. Watch how he turns his marker and then has the composure to finish. That's a top-class goal.
Goal for Manchester United, number 27, Alex Telles.
He's protecting it well. Outdoing his opponent, and sent in by Sané. Lindelöf. Fred with it. Scott McTominay. The clock is against Manchester United here, but their dreams remain alive. Sancho pulls it back. This could be the equaliser, and it is the equaliser. Late drama here, and no wonder they're celebrating. Remarkable.
Well, here's the replay, and you just have to admire the patience of the passing as they look for that defence-splitting ball, and it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
Well, I imagine there were many who had counted them out. This has been quite the fight back. Choupo-Moting. Can they push ahead in the closing stages? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Rafael Varane. It's with McTominay. Lingard. Cristiano Ronaldo. Given away by Manchester United. Goretzka. Choupo-Moting has it. Sané. And unable to keep the ball. Could be a chance to break here. Jesse Lingard. Fred with it. A very effective challenge put in. But a goal at this late stage might end up being a winner. That's the hope in the Bayern camp. And the ball is loose. And the keeper won't be complaining about that cross. Poor quality. He's protecting it effectively.
Well, United haven't been at their best, but just listen to these fans. They believe a winner's coming here.
Good work to win it back high up the pitch. And space to exploit, maybe. And the referee says corner kick.
Substitution for
And United will switch things around personnel-wise.
number 39, Scott McTominay, coming onto the pitch. Number 31, Nemanja Matic.
So the corner played into the box. And he clears the danger. Jadon Sancho. And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
So back underway in this game. Manchester United with the advantage.
Sancho!
Good strength to keep the ball. Well, on the attack, hunting for a late equaliser here. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Choupo-Moting. Onto Gnabry. Choupo-Moting. This could level it, but denied by the keeper. And at this late stage in the proceedings, it could be highly significant.
Well, it could be a huge moment, Derek. So little time left now.
And there's the delivery. Well, too close to the goalkeeper to really pose a threat. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. Sané. Now Müller. No-nonsense clearance. Physically strong and secure on the ball. He's using his strength to good effect. Müller. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Matic. And Lingard. Diogo Dalot. Nemanja Matic has it. Now Lingard. Serge Gnabry. And teammates to play it to. And a very good challenge. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Cuts it back. Choupo-Moting. The clock ticking. Time against Bayern, but still they could fight back. Gnabry. Müller. Choupo-Moting. Oh, a goal! That levels it in the closing phase of this game.
Well, here it is again, and it's really poor defending. They just don't show enough urgency to get tight or make a block, which is why the ball's ended up in the back of their net.
Goal for Bayern Munich.
And there's the referee's whistle. These two sides cannot be separated. And this will test the mentality of any footballer. And confidently converted. Composure is so important under these trying circumstances. Goalkeeper beaten from the spot. So lethal in front of goal. Can he convert? Job done from the spot. And the penalty converted here. And the keeper taking care of the situation. Can he remain calm? In it goes! You want a pressure cooker? This is it. He must score. Oh, he saved it! It's all over now.
Well, that's a decent save, isn't it? He read the penalty and then was good enough to keep it out. What a finish to this match.
Well, a typically strong performance put in by Joshua Kimmich. What did you make? And welcome everyone to England's Northwest. The action soon to get underway here at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It is Manchester United up against Bayern Munich. Outfoxing the defender. Well, nothing productive, really. Goretzka. Tremendous block. Ronaldo. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Müller. Coman. Big chance. In it goes. An early goal. No wonder they're celebrating.
Let's see this again, because the delivery into the box couldn't be any better. Played into just the right area, and then what a strike. A lovely half volley. It's so difficult to keep these down. This is a very tidy finish.
So back in action, and it's up to United now to be inventive. Rafael Varane. Alex Telles has it. Losing possession. United come away with it. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Fred. Ronaldo! And a goal here. Just what Manchester United required. They are level.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
So back underway following the equaliser. Serge Gnabry. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Jadon Sancho. Bruno Fernandes has it. Keeping possession of the ball with authority. Oh, good-looking run. Fred! And a goalkeeper in great form.
And he's just pulled off an absolutely stunning save there. That is brilliant.
Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Sancho. Here's Telles. Ronaldo. Precise. Must take the lead here. Well, good defending. Clattered out of there. Alphonso Davies. This is Müller. Joshua Kimmich. Thomas Müller. Coman. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. I think I spoke too soon. Wasn't the best of passes, finally. Jadon Sancho. Here's Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Fred. Magnificent defending. Pavard. On to Zule. Müller. And options in the centre. Still could be dangerous. But no, it's not going to be an opportunity because the flag is up. Good work from Bayern to make sure possession changed hands. Lewandowski. Oh, splendid skill. Müller. And back with Lewandowski. Pulls it back. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. And providing width. But they dealt with the threat posed. Coman. Lewandowski. Müller! And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, as we see it again, he was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
Once more, can Manchester United elicit a response? Might be onto something with that ball. Alert defending. Kimmich. This is Müller. Coman. What's he going to do here? Müller. And breaking at pace with menace. Could cross it in here. Fred. Big chance to get them on terms. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising. Well, they need to get tighter. Can he take advantage? Great reflex action from Neuer. So the corner played into the box, foiling them effectively. McTominay. Fred with it. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo. Giving the ball away. Thomas Müller. Müller. Now with Lewandowski. An alert piece of defending. Well, it's Bayern's turn now. Moving into the advanced position. Now he must favour the cross. Real chance. Oh, that is a majestic goal. Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect, and the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. This is looking threatening. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Ronaldo. Can he get one back? He can! He's given his team a real opportunity, and momentum is with them.
Well, let's take another look, and it's not good enough defensively. They're slow to react, don't get tight enough, and don't deal with the situation. And there's the outcome.
Underway again, and we're being treated to plenty of goals. 3-2 at the moment. Goretzka. Coman. And continues his run. But they dealt with the threat posed. Fred. Here's Ronaldo. It's a fine United move in the making. Really getting stuck in. Coman. It's just a natural reader of the game, Fred. Jadon Sancho. Lindelöf. It's with McTominay. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. Chance to play it in. And cleared away. McTominay. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Lewandowski. Well, an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. Well, no stopping him. Lewandowski. Müller. It has to be. And he scored not once, but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself.
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Lindelöf. Well, he could really get at the opposition. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. And he's got to clear his lines. And problem solved for now. Lewandowski. Serge Gnabry. Goretzka. Good-looking ball. Coman. Gnabry. Coman! That's a great stop.
Well, his reflexes are so good there. That's a fantastic stop.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? And running through to the keeper. Lewandowski. And is this the moment for Lewandowski? In it goes! A 3-goal cushion! This is astonishing stuff!
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
Back underway here, and Bayern Munich handing out a very harsh lesson. Wants to attack from the wide areas. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. Deflected behind, corner forthcoming. Playing it in. Poor execution with regard to the corner. Pavard. Lucas Hernandez. Lewandowski. This is Coman. Well, the ball lost here. Difficult to stop him. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Lewandowski. This is Coman. Options in the centre. Leon Goretzka. What's he going to do here? Müller. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Müller. And the keeper will happily collect that one. Rafael Varane. It's with McTominay. Bruno Fernandes. Fred. Jadon Sancho. And Bayern have the ball once more. They've lost it. Bruno Fernandes. And it's teed up for Ronaldo. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, let's see this again. The vision to play this through ball is superb, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Serge Gnabry. Müller. This is Robert Lewandowski. Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich. That was perfectly timed, and it is going to be a corner. Let's see about the delivery. Not the result from the set piece they were looking for. Pavard. Lewandowski. Goretzka. Onto Goretzka. Lewandowski. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Fred. Tremendous challenge. Defensive efficiency personified. Given away by Manchester United. Lewandowski. Goretzka. Now Müller. And Kimmich. The cut back. Gnabry. Now with Lewandowski. Alex Telles has it. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo. Can he put it in? Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. Who can he pick out? Well, it has come to nothing. Fred. And space to cross it. Cutting the ball back. Oh, a fine block. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Can they keep it going? Serge Gnabry. And what can they do to stop him running at them? Lewandowski. Losing possession. Jadon Sancho. Just the challenge that was required. And space to attack. Coman. And back with Lewandowski. Müller. It's with McTominay. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Jadon Sancho. The cross is on. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Well, it petered out. Bruno Fernandes. Sancho. Went in strongly to win the ball. Coman. Thomas Müller. Lewandowski. And a shooting chance for Lewandowski. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And the finish is really good. Low and hard beyond the goalkeeper. It's a lovely goal all round.
Goal for Bayern Munich. Number 7, Serge Gnabry.
Jadon Sancho. And a fine tackle. Really good high press. You'd really have to switch on the turbo to get to that pass. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Bruno Fernandes. That's all they can conjure for now. And that will do it for the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams. Well, certainly accurate to say that Serge Gnabry has stamped his authority on the game, Stuart.
Yeah, he's done everything you want from a midfield player. He's wriggled out of tight situations, he's played a lot of forward passes, and he's...
Coman.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Back in business, and United's struggles were there for all to see in the first 45. Can they put up a better fist of it?
Number 10, Marcus Rashford. And number 31, Nemanja Matic.
Coman. And the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. It will be a Bayern corner. And played in by Kimmich. It might be. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. And options in the centre. Müller. And return to Müller. Goretzka. And a crucial intervention inside the box. Can they hit on the break? And return to Ronaldo. Good physical play. Options in the middle. And pushed away to safety. Shielding the ball superbly. Coman. Coman. Crossing opportunity. Can he take advantage? Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, it's a goal you'd expect him to score, but he kept his cool and he put it away nicely. He'll be happy with that.
Well, what an extraordinary scoreline. Does this game have more goals in it? Lindelöf. Matic. Well, that is how to run at defenders. And let's give credit to the defending. Alphonso Davies. Müller. And Kimmich. And it's still on. And it took a touch on the way through, so a corner here. Played over. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, here it is again. It's a good delivery from the corner, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Well, it has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going, using his physical strength to shield it. Matic. Bruno Fernandes. Now with Rashford. Matic. And that was a very fine read. Lewandowski. Well, totally confused his opponent. He's got to clatter it away. And problem solved for now. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, there's a textbook example of how to press the ball. And United will switch things around personnel-wise.
At the ticket office. Substitution for Manchester United. Coming off the pitch, number 19, Rafael Varane. Coming onto the pitch, number 5, Harry Maguire.
Hernandez. Leon Goretzka. And taking it away. Marcus Rashford. This is Nemanja Matic. In position. Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
And Bayern will change personnel now.
Number 9, Robert Lewandowski. To be replaced by number 13, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting.
Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, it has come to nothing. This attack looks highly promising. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Choupo-Moting racing forward, trying to catch them out. Gnabry. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. And a chance to whip it in here. Gnabry. Now veering in field. But they dealt with the threat posed. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes has it. Fred. And return to Ronaldo. Good opportunity. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for.
Just look at this again. The combination play in the top third of the field was so precise. And the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
And into the last 30 minutes now. Alphonso Davies. This is Müller. Hanging on to the ball in this fashion suits them. On the ball with Alphonso Davies. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him.
Well, these fans are demanding much more here. They have to start winning the ball back quicker. At the moment, they're too easy to play against.
Choupo-Moting. Müller. Gnabry with it. Really good challenge. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. And a goal kick is the outcome.
Substitution for the visitors.
It's a substitution for Bayern.
Coming onto the pitch, number 18, Marcel Sabitzer.
Well, Bayern have controlled the majority of possession, and they've made good use of it. They really have played some good attacking football, and they look like scoring more.
Possession lost, intercepted. Far from a good pass. Choupo-Moting. Now Bayern with acres of space out wide. Müller. Save, but still a chance. Choupo-Moting. Accurate pass upon accurate pass. Well, he really read that brilliantly. Corner conceded, it came off the defender. And played in by Kimmich. Well, dealt with that ball comfortably. Kimmich. Trying to chisel a chance out of it. Alex Telles has it. Maguire. Matic on the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Rashford. Oh, he's really opened them up here. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations.
Well, as you can see here, the build-up is patient, it's precise and penetrative, which opens up the opposition, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
Coman. Bayern throw-in coming up. Alphonso Davies. Kimmich. Choupo-Moting has it. Joshua Kimmich. Will he play it in? Choupo-Moting. The end product just wasn't there. Cristiano Ronaldo. In position here to protect the ball. This is looking threatening. Fred. Has someone to play it to. Oh, he's missed, but by a minuscule margin.
Well, he couldn't have made better contact than that. His technique is brilliant. He's so unlucky there.
Serge Gnabry. 20 minutes remaining. Doing well to keep possession. Joshua Kimmich. Pavard. Now with Kimmich. Choupo-Moting. Real chance. And there is the goal! He's found the net. Joy unconfined.
Well, we can take another look now. It's wonderful interplay between the two of them to start the move. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Really effective shielding under pressure. Müller. The ball with Zabitzer. Choupo-Moting. What's he going to do here? Müller. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Fred. Lindelöf. Fred with it. Fred. Here is Fred. And back with Fred. Cristiano Ronaldo. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Müller. Now with Kimmich. Choupo-Moting. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes has it. He's protecting it effectively. Well, visionary passing. A goal! He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Well, here it is again, and the keeper's lost his concentration here. He's totally in the wrong position. He'll be disappointed with that.
Goal for Manchester United, number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Niklas Süle. Happy just to retain the ball in their own half and draw out the opposition. Alphonso Davies. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Thomas Müller. Kimmich. Serge Gnabry. And giving the ball away. Bruno Fernandes. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Rashford. Ronaldo. And United have the corner. Disappointing delivery, sailing over everyone in the middle. Coman. He's using his strength to good effect. It's with Kingsley Coman. And a fine tackle. Using his strength to shield the ball. Fred. And space to cross it. In position here to protect the ball. It's a substitution for Bayern.
Number 7, Serge Gnabry. Coming onto the pitch, number 10, Leroy Sané.
Hernandez. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Marcel Sabitzer. And Bayern could get in behind the defence here. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. How about the cross? Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. It's with Alex Telles. Bruno Fernandes. Rashford. And here's Fred. And Zule acquitted himself superbly to win it back. And that is how to beat your opponent. He's in with a chance. Possession changes hands, the interception there. They need to get tighter. But they took care of the situation defensively. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Joshua Kimmich. Here's Neuer. Has the strength to hang on to it. And Kimmich couldn't keep it. Rashford. This looks promising. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
Delivering it. Poor execution with regard to the corner. Ronaldo. This looks threatening. Just couldn't capitalise there. Using his physical strength to shield it. Ronaldo. And reading it absolutely superbly. And cleared away. A corner kick it'll be. Playing it in. Oh, no end product. Making progress. Maguire. He's very adept at protecting the ball. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Ronaldo. Great reflex action from Neuer. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Bruno Fernandes. On to Ronaldo. Really good interception. Good strength to keep the ball. Vital interception. The danger was very real. Coman. Marcel Sabitzer. On to Hernandez. Here's Neuer. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Matic. Ronaldo. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. Fred. Chance here. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, let's look at this again. The 1- and 2-touch passing is absolutely outstanding to play around the pressure, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
Goal for Manchester United, number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Getting in there to take it away. Good bit of pressing. Can he play it in? Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Shielding the ball superbly. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Choupo-Moting. And over the touchline for what will be a Bayern throw-in. Sané, and space to cross it. Well, timed his challenge magnificently. Cristiano Ronaldo. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. It's opening up for them. The Red Devils have lost the ball. Thomas Müller. Sané. Could cross it in here. Teammate available. Coman. Can he take the chance? And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. And now the delivery. Not all that convincing defensively. And that is that full time here, and the victory goes to Bayern Munich.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances, we saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
Well, everyone is happy here at Old Trafford for the time being. I say that because the sun is shining brightly. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player, Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It is Manchester United up against Bayern Munich.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Ronaldo. Can he take advantage? And he thwarted the attack with a masterful tackle. Well, Manchester United have chosen this particular shape. David De Gea stands between the posts. Victor Lindelof plays alongside Rafael Varane in central defence. Fred starts alongside Scott McTominay in midfield. And the focal point in attack today is Cristiano Ronaldo. Come on! And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
United restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they come up with an equaliser? Fred. Possession lost, intercepted. Kimmich. This is Müller. Lewandowski. Excellent defending. Rafael Varane. Bruno Fernandes has it. Fred. Here's Ronaldo. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Serge Gnabry. Now with Zule. Thomas Müller. They might be able to get in now. Ronaldo untidy with the ball. Goretzka. Well, they know they need to stop him. And let's give credit to the defending. Bruno Fernandes. Jadon Sancho. And space to cross it. Ronaldo. And an astute piece of defending. Lewandowski. Gnabry. Well, they no longer have the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. This could square the game. Corner given to United. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Well, still an issue here. Sancho. Big chance to get them on terms. It has to be, surely. And he read it well defensively. Good work to win the ball back by United. Diogo Dalot. Fred. Lindelöf. Bruno Fernandes has it. Scott McTominay. Oh, fine use of the ball. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the ball. Strong play here. Sancho, onto Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes. Well, the keeper had a lot to do.
Well, it's a great piece of goalkeeping, so quick off his line.
Lewandowski. Coman. Gnabry with it. What's he going to do here? Müller. It should be. That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
And played in by Kimmich. The cut back. Lewandowski. Oh, just wide of the target. Seemed to drag the shot a little bit.
Can the owner of the red convertible registration SNUG
Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet.
Thank you.
Kimmich. Here's Goretzka. Gnabry. And a shooting chance for Lewandowski. It's still alive. Well, that's the end of that for now. Fred. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Lindelöf. Bruno Fernandes. A good and fair challenge. Goretzka. It's with Kingsley Coman. Goretzka! Well, diving magnificently to make sure he got there. Joshua Kimmich with the corner. Well, nothing untoward happened. Scott McTominay. Here's Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Moving forward effectively. Inside he goes. Ronaldo. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next?
Well, here we can see it again. It's a beautifully weighted ball behind the back line, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So underway again here on the back of that leveller. Coman. Onto Goretzka. Losing possession here. Lewandowski. Gnabry with it. It needs an accurate cross. And they have possession again. Sancho. Well, they no longer have the ball. Thomas Müller. Goretzka has it now. And Bayern Munich now in potentially a dangerous position. Lewandowski. Cuts it back. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards.
Well, as you can see, he's just placed that beyond the keeper. That's a very good finish.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the scoreline. Lewandowski. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Gnabry. Now Coman. Lewandowski. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Here's Ronaldo. And back with Fred. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. Joshua Kimmich. Onto Goretzka. And this situation could be dangerous. So Bayern pushing to add to their lead. It'll be a corner. Let's see about the delivery. Well, he had the reading of that delivery, but couldn't find the target. Serge Gnabry. Possession changing hands. And that was a move of great promise. They could easily have been in. Lewandowski. Serge Gnabry. Well, he could really get at the opposition. Pulls it back. Determined defending. Options in the middle. Very quick thinking there. Fred. Cristiano Ronaldo. Defensive efficiency personified. Lewandowski. Coman. Good-looking sequence. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Cristiano Ronaldo. Fred with it. Considerable momentum, courtesy of Ronaldo. But what can he produce from here? Great reflex action from Neuer. Who can he pick out? Well, the keeper won't be complaining about that corner kick delivery. His ball all the way. Coman. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Müller. Well, they couldn't keep possession. Sancho. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Well, half-time coming up shortly. It's a story of Bayern on top. Stuart, your take.
Well, it's been a lively first half, hasn't it? Both sides have looked dangerous, but I think they do have a bit more guile in the top third of the pitch, and that's been key to them leading at the moment.
Fred. Promising possession, this. Fred cuts it back. Timely intervention. Difficult to stop him. And it took a touch on the way through, so a corner here. And played in by Kimmich. And the danger's still on. Oh, super header, but the goalkeeper was up to the task. They'll repeat the trick. Corner again. No end product. Coman. This is Müller. And here is Thomas Müller. Well, flinging himself at the ball. The corner from Kimmich. And a struggle to get it away properly. Coman. Oh, a vital interception. Chance to run at them. Coman. Alphonso Davies. This is Müller. Sancho. He has time to play it over. McTominay. On to Ronaldo. Can they square the game? And it's in! A goal for Manchester United, who find themselves now level.
Well, here it is again. It was a good finish, but the keeper has to do better at his near post. He was beaten far too easily on that occasion.
And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Hernandez. This is Müller. Serge Gnabry. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. And no luck keeping possession. Joshua Kimmich. And possession given away. What's he going to do here? Müller. On to Gnabry. Lewandowski. He succeeds in clearing it. Coman. Threaded through by Müller. Brilliantly blocked. This is looking threatening, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Lewandowski. Gnabry with it. Lewandowski now. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Making progress. Ronaldo. Oh, surely! And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect, and it's a very tidy finish, because there's still a lot of work to do. That's a really good goal.
So, having conceded, can Bayern hit back? Kimmich. This is Müller. Goretzka. Müller. Joshua Kimmich. Lewandowski. Beyond the goalkeeper, Bayern on terms.
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish. But the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me.
So back underway, and there we have it. 6 goals divided evenly. Lindelöf. This is Coman. Goretzka. Coman. Can they forge ahead? He's blocked it. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Alex Telles has it. Sancho now. Scott McTominay. Ronaldo. And that will do it for the first half here at the Theatre of Dreams. Robert Lewandowski illuminating in the first half of this game, Stuart.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins.
Onto the pitch, number 31, Nemanja Matic.
Leon Goretzka. Gnabry. And teammates to play it to. And this could represent an opportunity for Bayern to nudge in front. They've won the corner. And played in by Kimmich. Well, the delivery lacked a bit of guile. Jadon Sancho. Here's Ronaldo. A fine reading of the situation. Leon Goretzka. Gnabry. Robert Lewandowski waits at the back post. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Excellent challenge. Bruno Fernandes. Sancho now. Bruno Fernandes has it. Sancho. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. Could cross it in here. Sancho. And a goal it is to put them in front again. No less than they deserve.
Well, let's look at the replay. They move the ball so well, just waiting for an opening, but there's still plenty to do from here. He hits it so well, though. Lots of pace, lots of power, and the keeper just can't react in time. It's a great strike.
After falling behind, the onus is on Bayern to come up with a response. Thomas Müller. Coman has the strength to hang on to it. Kimmich. Gnabry with it. Tremendous intuition to win it back. More than decent this from United. And he's through here. And a goal by Cristiano Ronaldo. So typical of him.
Well, as you can see, the weight of the through ball is key to this goal. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Lucas Hernandez. Hernandez. This is Müller. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. And the attack continues with Müller dragging it forward. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Fred. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Shielding the ball superbly. Hernandez. Onto Goretzka. Thomas Müller. Now with Kimmich. Well, strong play here. Coman. Well, disappointing for Bayern to give it away like that. A creative look about this. Real chance. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, let's look at this again. The 1- and 2-touch passing is absolutely outstanding to play around the pressure. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
And Bayern will change personnel now. Well, the ball is rolling again. This is not in the bag just yet. Bayern making sure of that.
Substitution for the visitors. Coming off the pitch, number 8.
He's holding the ball up here effectively, waiting for support to arrive. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Joshua Kimmich. And they find a gap in the defence. And return to Müller. It did look on for them, but not to be. Cristiano Ronaldo. And players waiting in the centre. Struggling to keep the ball. Coman. Marcel Sabitzer. This is Müller. Oh, good vision. Oh, a goal! Level now. The lead has evaporated.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
Not many sides would have the mental strength to bounce back from adversity like this team. And into the last 30 minutes now. He's going forward well here. Lewandowski, he cuts it back. An alert piece of defending. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes has it. Wants to attack from the wide areas. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo wasteful in possession, not really like him. Serge Gnabry. The ball with Zabitzer. This might have potential. Lewandowski. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Coman, sloppy. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Well, let's see if something comes of this. That strong play as he keeps the ball in anticipation of support arriving. United looking to forge ahead. Let's see if the corner helps them.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Substitution for...
Here's a change for Manchester United.
Off the pitch, number 25, Jadon Sancho, to be replaced by number 10, Marcus Rashford. Substitution for the visitors. Coming off the pitch, number 11, Kingsley Coman, to be replaced by...
Corner kick played in.
Leroy Sané.
Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. So it's going to be a goal kick here.
Substitution for...
And United will switch things around personnel-wise.
Number 20, Diogo Dalot, to be replaced by number 29, Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Müller. Gnabry with it. Leroy Sané. Keeping it moving dynamically. It's a fine piece of attacking play from Lewandowski. And he has teammates to give it to. It's in! And this really takes your breath away. A comeback and a half.
Well, here's the replay, and you just have to admire the patience of the passing as they look for that defence-splitting ball, and then it's a pretty tidy finish too. Hits it hard, he hits it low, and it just makes it difficult for the keeper. A really nice goal.
Underway they are again, and it's Bayern with the lead. Using his physical strength to shield it. Matic. Considerable momentum, courtesy of Ronaldo. But what can he produce from here? Nemanja Matic has it. Fred. This looks promising. Oh, there it is! A back-and-forth sort of match. Now they're level again. The lead lasted merely minutes.
Well, we won't get tired of watching this because the interplay around the box is wonderful. And then what a finish. That's been hit with such power and pace. The keeper has no time to react. It's a brilliant strike.
Well, I imagine there were many who had counted them out. This has been quite the fight back. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Well, he could really get at the opposition. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending.
Well, the United fans are certainly playing their part here. Just listen to this noise. But can they get a winner now?
Options in the middle. But nicely executed defensively. It might be the moment to get them ahead. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, as you can see, it was a fairly simple finish in the end, but you still have to be in the right place, keep your composure and finish it off, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. 20 minutes to go in this one. Kimmich. This is Müller. Sané. Very quick thinking there.
Well, there it is. United haven't had as much of the ball, but their attacking play has been really incisive. It's been a really good display from them so far.
Well, possibilities in the centre. Fred. Determined defending. Müller. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Sané. Sané has it. Lewandowski. Will take it away. He won the ball. Fred. And can they exploit the space out wide? And using his strength to shield the ball. And United couldn't keep possession. Sané has the strength to hang on to it. And here's Joshua Kimmich. Well, every second must seem rather like a minute if you're a United fan. They're almost there, almost over the line. Stuart, what have you made of their performance today?
Well, what a game this has been. Some of their attacking play has been absolutely brilliant, and there's been some great individual performances as well. But they've been far too open to the counter-attack, and that's why they're still clinging on here.
Gnabry. Going about his defensive business with a minimum of fuss. Marcus Rashford. It's with Alex Telles. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a fine United move in the making. He's protecting it effectively. Is it going to be? Well, I think you could call that an escape. It looked a certain goal. Possession given away, unfortunately. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Ronaldo. Rashford. Nemanja Matic has it. Cleared away comprehensively. Shielding the ball superbly. And the keeper will happily collect that one. Serge Gnabry. Still trailing, but they're upping the pressure. Kimmich. This is Robert Lewandowski. And back with Lewandowski. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, strong play here. Oh, great defending. Müller. Pavard. Zule. Lewandowski. Are getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. Lewandowski. Zabitzer! What late excitement. And the match is level.
Well, let's look at the replay. They moved the ball so well, just waiting for an opening, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
And Bayern will change personnel now. You've really got to give credit to the entire team, because this was a bit like climbing Mount Everest. Marcus Rashford. Manchester United venture forward. Do they have a winning goal in their future? Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, here's the replay, and in many ways it doesn't do justice to how patient they were in the build-up. Just so composed, waiting for the right moment, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Serge Gnabry. Niklas Zule. The ball with Zabitzer. Bayern late in the game, battling against the clock and the scoreline. Well, a corner it is, and they know they've got to be opportunistic at this stage of the game. But he's gone short with it. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? Played over. Not the result from the set piece they were looking for. What's he going to do here? Müller. It comes to nothing in the end. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Rashford unable to hold it. Now still pressing for a goal here. Matic. Not to be advised giving the ball away there. Oh, a nice looking pass. Well, full marks for trying, but very deftly cut out. Matic. Here is Fred. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in control of the situation. Good strength to keep the ball. And the emphasis is on creativity. Matic. Can he finish them off? He had to react and did. Well, they'll be looking to add to their advantage from this corner. Delivering it. Marvellous anticipation. Can they hit on the break? Tolisso just lacked accuracy. Rashford. Bruno Fernandes has it. A bit of running room now on the wing. Tremendously strong in the tackle. This could be it! And it is! He's done it! Surely a case of game over.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and then it's a pretty tidy finish too. Hits it hard, he hits it low, and it just makes it difficult for the keeper. A really nice goal.
Well, if you enjoy high-scoring contests, this has been the game for you. He might be able to profit from the wide position. Firing it in. Able to get a body in the way. Well, no problems defensively. Fred. Beautifully weighted ball. Rashford with possibilities. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Serge Gnabry. Lewandowski now. Thomas Müller. And return to Müller. And it's shielded by Sané as he waits for the cavalry. Careless in possession. Wan-Bissaka. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Lewandowski. Possession one. Not a good pass. Gnabry. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Müller. And return to Müller. Sané, using his physique to shield the ball and then wait for others to get there. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from it. And the referee blows his whistle. Bayern Munich have suffered a defeat in this game. Not exactly what they had in mind. I wonder what you thought of it all.
You're absolutely right, Derek. They really struggled to get to grips with the game. They always seem second to the ball, and then just a few mistakes at the back, and it's cost them. Poor...
And here we are at one of the great venues for football anywhere in the world, Old Trafford in Manchester. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It is Manchester United up against Bayern Munich.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Well, Manchester United have chosen this particular shape. David De Gea begins in goal. Victor Lindelof plays alongside Rafael Varane in central defence. Fred starts alongside Scott McTominay in midfield. And the focal point in attack today is Cristiano Ronaldo. And so the starting 11 for Bayern. Manuel Neuer stands between the posts. Niklas Süle starts alongside Lucas Hernandez in central defence. Kingsley Coman starts with Serge Gnabry on the flanks. And leading the line today, Robert Lewandowski. Coman. Goretzka has it now. Lewandowski. Joshua Kimmich. This is Robert Lewandowski. Gnabry. Now Kimmich. Müller. An incisive pass. Oh, wonderful save.
Well, he reacts so quickly there. That's a great save.
And played in by Kimmich. Well, no problems defensively. Kimmich. Now Coman. And brave goalkeeping to deal with the danger.
Well, he had to get that right, didn't he? That's good goalkeeping.
Lewandowski. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Well, there are many who regard Bruno Fernandes as the complete footballer. Stuart, what do you think we'll see from him today?
Well, he's such a natural finisher. He has everything a good goal scorer needs. Composure, technique and awareness. He will certainly need to be tightly marked today.
Well, fantastic defending. Let's see if it helps the opposition. Wonderful header. Excellent goalkeeping.
Well, what a chance that was to take the lead. But you have to give the goalkeeper credit. What a brilliant save that was.
Gnabry. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Diogo Dalot. Cristiano Ronaldo. Here is Fred. Fred. On to Bruno Fernandes. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Kimmich. Müller. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Lewandowski. What's he going to do here? Müller. Good tackle. Cristiano Ronaldo. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Coman. Cristiano Ronaldo. And Bayern doing well to win it back. Müller. And it looked as though they might be in just for a second or two. Cristiano Ronaldo. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Goretzka. This is Müller. Joshua Kimmich. Bayern pushing forward with options available. Goretzka. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And then through on goal, and just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Go again. That really should shake up United. Can they find a response now? Scott McTominay. Bruno Fernandes. Well, potential danger. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Corner awarded. And there's the delivery. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. McTominay. He's got to score! Well, you have to say, he's going to be very cross with himself.
He'll certainly be disappointed with that. That was a poor effort.
Kimmich. Müller. Joshua Kimmich.
Please turn your lights off.
Gnabry. Now Müller. Coman. Kimmich. Every pass hitting its target. It's offside, and perhaps he should have been a bit more alert.
And maybe a little bit more aware in the box. He was just too static.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Fred with it. Lindelöf. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. But ultimately up a cul-de-sac. Lewandowski. Gnabry with it. Kimmich. Goretzka. And players waiting in the centre. United have it once again. Now can they counter clinically? Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo. And back with Fred. This attack looks highly promising. Cross could be useful. And clears his lines. And intercepting it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Sancho now. And the cross is very much on. And breaking at pace with menace. Coman. And they need to get tighter here, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Bruno Fernandes. And teammates to play it to. So a throw in here. Sancho. And that's a corner. Now sending it in. No nonsense clearance. Lindelöf. Sancho. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Promising sequence. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Cristiano Ronaldo. Scott McTominay. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. McTominay. Here's Sancho. And reading it absolutely superbly. He could pick out a teammate. Serge Gnabry. Goretzka has it now. Coman. Müller. Gnabry. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Spot on with that tackle. Breaking at pace. Looking for that final pass and for that chance to level the game. And a goal kick given. Giving the ball away. A chance to whip it in. Top-class defending. Serge Gnabry. Gnabry. And here's Joshua Kimmich. Thomas Müller has expertly found the net.
Well, here it is again. It was a good finish, but the keeper has to do better at his near post. He was beaten far too easily on that occasion.
So 2-0 now.
Thomas Müller.
Thomas Müller. Moving it forward. Müller. And the keeper stretching to deny him. And played in by Kimmich. Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. Good-looking sequence. Pavard. And an astute piece of defending. Bruno Fernandes. United might be able to cash in. Ronaldo! A goal! That's exactly what they needed. That should get them believing again.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
So the match continues and United just one behind here. Serge Gnabry. Müller. Well, high marks for that pass. Coman. What's he going to do here? Müller. Smuggled away. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Ronaldo. Fred. And they have possession again.